We each have thousands of taste buds, and this beef dish uses every last one of them. Chef Laura Hagen from the Culinary Innovation Center is with us today. And Laura, you're going to tell us how to make a glazed tri-tip roast with creamy gorgonzola sauce, I understand. Well, first of all, tell us, Laura, about the tri-tip itself.
Well, the tri-tip is from the sirloin. It's a new cut to a lot of people around the country. Started out west, so the westernmost states and southwesternmost states tend to have it in stores and make it available to people.
A lot of Californians love fixing a tri-tip.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be done in many different ways. For this recipe, we're roasting it.
Okay.
So we're using just our regular home oven, and we're going to marinate it first.
Okay.
We use a marinade that has a lot of what we call umami qualities. Umami is something that enhances beef. Beef already has natural umami, and umami is the fifth taste. In Japanese, it means deliciousness. So it's adding a really, really lovely flavor to this roast.
Okay.
We use balsamic vinegar, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of light brown sugar, and some garlic.
And how long will you marinate that?
Marinating, because this is a flavor marinade, it's not a tenderizing marinade. That sirloin tri-tip does not need to be tenderized.
Okay.
Probably anywhere from 30 minutes to about 2 hours is as far as you want to go with that. We save half of the marinade so that we can create the glaze, as it says in the recipe title. About partway through cooking, this roast will only take about 40 minutes.
Wow.
So when I'm doing a dinner party or something like that at home, this is a great one. You can pop it in and, you know, have a little bit of appetizers and that type of thing, and then take it out, and then you're good to go. It's really, really quick.
It's not a pot roast that you're going to cook all day long.
Exactly. This one we've taken out, and we're letting it rest.
Okay.
So, as I mentioned with the glaze, well, about partway through cooking, we're going to put the glaze on so that in the final stages of cooking, it's going to get a nice glaze over the top. You can see it's got a really nice, nice glaze. We've also added a little bit of red onion.
Looks good. And
roasted those as well. So that's kind of nice to have that flavor as well. The topper to it is yet another umami element to this dish.
Okay.
So I mentioned umami means deliciousness. So we're going to add more flavor by creating this creamy gorgonzola sauce. We're doing it cold.
Oh.
So it's not going to be a warm sauce. We don't have to put it on the stovetop. This is something I could make in advance, put in the fridge, finish up the roast, and then bring it out about room temp to make sure that it's not too stiff. Cream cheese. I like to use a little bit of cream cheese in here. That's super easy. Soften it so it's a little easier to stir. And then we're going to use Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is really, really creamy.
Is that what's different about it?
Yeah, it doesn't have regular yogurt you might find at the store. Sometimes has too much of a bite to it. This one tends to be a little bit more mellow, and it's got a really nice creamy quality.
All right. And you have blue cheese there, or what's that?
This is gorgonzola cheese.
That's of course.
Type of blue cheese. If you have blue cheese in the fridge already, crumble it up, use that. If you're at the store and they don't have gorgonzola, really look for some sort of pungent cheese. I would go with blue cheese, but certainly you could use something that just has a little pungency to it. You want it to stand out.
Very good.
So we're going to drop that in there. A little bit of minced onion. And a little bit of just black pepper, a little bit. You could, if you don't want your sauce to have that that pepper in it, you could certainly use a little white pepper, and that won't change color.
Very good.
So we've got our mix going here.
Just mix it up, huh?
Yeah. And it really adds a lovely flavor to it. And because it's cold, when you put it onto the warm roast pieces, it's just going to start melting.
Drizzle a little bit.
So it'll have a really, really lovely texture.
Very good.
And we have created a plate over here.
Yeah, so this is the finished product.
Yes, it is.
And as you said, you would likely not serve that on the side. You would maybe drizzle that over.
I might drizzle it. I may actually give everybody who is sitting at my dinner party maybe a little tiny ramekin of it on the side. And then we did some beautiful broccoli and the red onion that came off the roasting pan. Great
looking dish. Laura, thank you so much for coming today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
For complete recipe details and to check out more great beef recipes, head to our website at cattlemantocattleman.org.